Hello, everybody. It's Joy, and we have a special guest with us today, and he is going to talk to us all about property management and how it's beneficial to investors. Hello.
Hello.
What is your name, and what do you do?
My name is Erik Chapman, and I am the Director of Client Relationships for PMI Meridian Management here in Indianapolis.
Okay. And how long have you been doing property management?
I've been doing property management now for over the last 10 years.
Okay. So you're an expert now?
Yeah. I like to call myself an expert, but I'm always constantly learning as I go along.
Okay, good. So for people who don't know, can you just kind of tell us what property management is and what are the duties of a property manager?
Yes. So management consists of obviously owners' relationships, tenant relationships, leasing, making sure that these homes are getting filled up or getting occupied quickly and swiftly with long-term tenants. Mm-hmm. And probably the biggest thing is maintenance, which a lot of owners don't want to deal with.
I do not want to deal with it.
So, we take care of that as well as far as in-house maintenance. So we like to just allow our owners just to feel comfortable and they just sit back and collect the check.
So they don't have to come out and fix the toilet in the middle of the night. They don't have to hunt anybody down for their money. That's what you do, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So there are some people that, investors that own a property and they say, oh, I don't need that service. Like I can manage everything on my own.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts?
Well, some people they have their right to do it their own way, but a lot of times they'll come crawling back because they see how hard it can be and how time sensitive things need to be attended very quickly when they deal with tenant issues or work orders or just being bothered period by tenants. A lot of times owners just get a little overwhelmed. It's a combination of personal and they try to have a separate portfolio. A lot of times, it can be beneficial, but once you start growing your numbers in your portfolio, if it starts performing a little bit more, you're going to need somebody to step in and
right, because your time is money, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Tell me, what is a typical price range that someone can expect when you manage a property for them?
So typically for a single family home, we're right at 9% as our management fee. Obviously, to get started with us it's just a one-time $150 fee, which is really underneath the industry standard.
Yeah.
And then our 9% is right underneath the industry standard.
What is the industry standard?
It's in between 10 and 12% management fee, but we want to make ourselves very competitive with any other company here.
Right.
So we're really good at honoring that 9%.
Okay.
Now, if somebody came with us with multi-family doors, maybe 10 to 20 doors, that's when that management fee would change. It will go from 9 to 8. So as many doors as somebody brings on, we adjust that management fee because we want owners to continue to make money and more money in their pocket.
Okay, so they get kind of like a discount for volume, basically.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. So when someone hires Erik Chapman, what can they expect for their property management experience?
Well, they're going to get somebody that's going to pick up the phone.
Important.
And I'm going to return emails. You're going to get somebody that's going to be your eyes and ears for your assets in the city. I'm going to be very blunt. I'm going to tell you the good and the bad and the ugly.
Okay.
I'm not just going to wait to just tell you the ugly. I'm going to tell you when we need to talk about it.
So what do you love about being in the property management industry?
Man, I love the engagement that I have with clients. I have clients from all over. Probably 80% of my clients are out of the state. Other 20% are out the country.
Wow.
So it's amazing how many people are truly interested in the market here in Indy. And so that is probably number one. And then number two is the freedom that I have, that I can work from home, or I can come in the office, or I can go take road trips to go look at properties.
Because you're not tied to a desk.
Yeah, so I'm not tied.
That's what I like.
Yeah, so I absolutely love that. And number three probably is just being that person to help somebody. They're looking to grow and looking to get involved in it. I'm the same way. If I'm looking to get involved and I meet somebody that is on the same page as me, like it's no greater feeling to really connect with individuals like that, because 9 times out of 10 they have somebody else, or they can refer you to other things that you might be interested in doing as
right.
well.
So a lot of good networking.
Yeah, it's great. It's great networking. Yeah,
Okay.
I absolutely love it.
Very important. Okay. So have you ever had a client that's just kind of like, you know what I'm going to ask. Have you ever had a nightmare client from hell?
I haven't had a nightmare client, but I've had more of a nightmare tenant situation. Make a long story short, we inherited a property and the tenant was not paying any rent. And it was a roommate situation, and one of the tenant's mothers contacted me and wanted to leave. I let them leave. And then I get over to the property. This tenant had probably about 10 people in a townhome living in there, and I had no idea. And he was renting out rooms to the homeless
Oh no!
people on the street, and in exchange for drugs.
So not for, wait a minute.
Not for money. It was exchange for drugs.
Oh wow.
And the owner had no idea why these people were in there. The previous management company had no idea. So
Wow.
I had to intervene, and it was probably one of the toughest situations I've ever had to put myself in. It took a while to get them out, but we were able to get them out. I had ADT.
10 people.
Yeah, I had ADT at the property. I had backup police at the property. I had a locksmith at the property, and I was there to get them out. And while I was knocking on the door, people were moving out through the back of the property. But I was able to get them all out, and we rehabbed the property, and we had to board up the windows because they kept coming back. They kept breaking back.
They wanted to squat in there.
They wanted to squat, so they kept breaking back inside the property, and I sent my contractors out there to board it all up, and we rehabbed it while we were doing it, and we were able to lease it out within a 30-day window still, and the owner was able to refi on the property and move forward with it. So that was a tough situation.
Things that a property manager will take care of for you, so you don't have to deal with the drugs and the 911 calls. So, what makes you the best property manager?
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like I can't say I don't know, but I feel that would be.
Go ahead and brag on yourself.
Well, we know what we're doing. We know the areas where you're going to get good quality tenants. We're going to be all in. We try to exceed those expectations for all our owners. I like to consider us the best because our office, we're a family. Everything is close. And we all work together. And again, we pick up the phone and we respond to emails.
That's important.
That's probably the number one thing that we get a lot from our clients. Why they left another management company is communication was never there.
Yes, that's very, very important. A lot of people think like, oh, the property manager just wants to take my money. But the thing is, like, if you are securing, money and rents and taking care of the property, then that benefits, you as well. Because nobody's in the property and nobody is collecting rent, you don't make money either.
No, we don't make any money until we get somebody in that property.
Yeah.
So we want to work as quickly as possible to find them a good quality tenant.
So for someone who is just starting out, they're a new investor and they've decided that they want to hire a property management team, what should they be looking for?
Ask specific questions on follow-up time, and tenant screenings. It'll probably be very important because some other management companies only screen for rent, their rental history and employment. Others do credit, felony, and employment verification. So, everybody's different.
And you guys do all of those?
Yes, we do the full shebang. We look at everything. But for a new investor, just having the questions that you want to ask, look up the Google reviews, and then based off those conversations, because you can tell a lot when you do get on the phone with somebody and communicate with them,
Right.
and you kind of fill them out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And then use referrals. If it's somebody that that personally invested in Indianapolis, get a part of those bigger pocket groups. Those Facebook out-of-state investment groups on Facebook.
Definitely.
You get a lot of great information on those, and those are a lot of areas that I tell a lot of my clients or prospects that contact me, to search and find what really suits and what you're really looking for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing your knowledge today. It was great chatting with you.
Yeah.
Are there any final thoughts that you want to share?
Yeah, you can reach anybody that's interested in our services. You can reach us at pmimeridian.com,
Okay.
which gives all our information on our management services as far as commercial, multifamily, residential, and HOAs, homeowner associations. So anybody that's interested in those services, you can hit our info message on our website, and
Okay.
Somebody from our office will be in response to that.
Okay. And they can reach you directly on there too?
Yes, my phone number directly is on the website. My email address is on there as well.
Okay.
And then we have a Facebook page, PMI Meridian. We would love for anybody just to like our page.
Okay.
I'm also on Thumbtack, which is kind of like an outlet for investors that are looking for property management services.
Right. Okay.
So my information is on Thumbtack as my first and last name and PMI Meridian Management.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. Definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be posting a new interview weekly. So hit subscribe and hit the notifications button so that you can see when those new videos come out.